So Mecca made a video using Amber Heard's little Instagram, Twitter speech as a backdrop for how she's being attacked and persecuted. It's amazing how she says that she doesn't care about any of this, yet she makes entire videos on it and she makes tweets about it, showing that she truly does care. She said that she's going through the Salem witch trials and a whole bunch of other disgusting stuff that we are going to dive into as we dissect this video very closely. So without further ado, sit down, strap in, and hold on to your butts because we're going to listen to a very disgusting woman say some very disgusting things. And try to just laugh it all off, as she is purer than you and holier than you. Roll the intro.
Becca says in this thread, yeah, so I'm tired of caring about pissing people off, in case you haven't noticed, lol. Trying to shame me or guilt me into whatever reaction you want me to have isn't going to do anything but make me care less. Subscribe to my new travel channel, Our I Switch the main one over. That is incorrect grammar. The student named Walter said she also didn't care about her poor sick mother, and we all know how that turned out. Mecca says, actually she got the beer bug suddenly and didn't tell anyone. She listened to idiots on the internet and didn't get the jab. I have zero guilt in that, but your reaction proves my point about no longer caring about people, lol. Thanks for making me this way. And Ethan says, is that the lie you want to push? Go ahead. We all know the real truth, and that's you couldn't care less about her. I would not be surprised you're using her insurance for a spending trip. You're a special kind of effed, Walter, says one of Mecca's white knights. Mecca says, people, quote-unquote, like that have been after me for one thing or another for years. They're literally the reason I have zero sympathy, lol. Teddy tags Geeks and Gamers, The Quartering, Brie Larson, why Brie Larson, I don't know, and a bunch of other people. Brian James says, I'm going to kick you a new a-hole if you mention her mom one more time. Man, you gotta love Sumps. Ethan says, she's the one who used her mom as a shield when people started calling her out. And Mecca said, I literally begged her to get the jab, like I did. I can't help if she listened to Salty Cracker, and I refused. I have no guilt in her death, but I know who's to blame. And I made this tweet towards her before I even put two and two together that it was her mother. I said, I know tons of people that got sick after taking the jab. It does not work, but even if it did, imagine wanting to have an I told you so moment on a dead person. Now that I realize that dead person is her mother, which makes it extra disgusting. I had a beer bug test. I had the beer bug last year, and so did my mom and bosses, all of whom have other health issues. We are fine, no jab, F you. Walter says, yeah, makes sense. Narcissists tend not to feel guilt. They also blame everyone else for their problems. Brian says, like you leftists, ass licks blame everything on racism, homophobia, transphobia. You're a bot, of course. So eat a flaming bag of shit. I said, how is he a bag of shit when he's not the one laughing at someone's death? Mecca is. And how also I want to say, how is he a leftist? Mecca's the one who's promoting the vaccine, the jab. She's the one doing all that stuff. That's something that usually the left does, not the right. And I also retweeted saying, You're one fucked up person. First off, the jab does not do shit, and it has been proven not to do shit. Second, if it was effective and she did not get it, the fact that this is how you feel about dying people is just disgusting. No wonder you are losing followers. Evil. And this tweet means more now that I figured out that it's her mom that she's talking about. That she has no sympathy that she died, no remorse, nothing. Period. And somebody quote tweeted me. Oh, I quote tweeted myself. I quote tweeted my friend Riot Kitty and a new potential friend, Saggy Melons, saying, regardless of your thoughts on the vax, imagine being this fucked up in the head to say evil shit like this, wanting to have an I told you so moment on a woman that died. She is probably going to play victim here too. Narcissistic bitch. And I stand for every word that I said in that tweet. The simple fact of the matter, Mecca, the simple fact of the matter is she has this as her pinned tweet. Like, you see this right here? It's her pinned tweet. So the tweet where she's having an I told you so on her dead mother. On her dead mother. Is just remarkable. And as you heard in the clip that I played before, she says that she doesn't have, she's not holier than thou. That she doesn't have these holier than thou moments when that's literally what her entire tweet sessions are. I'm just baffled. I am legitimately baffled. She doesn't even give a damn that her own mother died. She doesn't care. And here's the thing. Your mom's a grown person. A grown person. She can make whatever decisions she wants in her life. And the simple fact that you don't have any remorse for her death because you're so up your own ass, it's disgusting. Most sane people, whether they are for the jab or against the jab, would still feel sadness and remorse if they lost a loved one. You're just pure evil, Mecca. There is no way around it. You are just pure evil. But that's the entire Twitter session. That's everything. But what's amazing is this. I will end this with this. After she laughed at the Texas pew-pew, she proceeds to post this session of tweets where now she somehow cares for kids. Why are children allowed to chop off body parts when their brains and hormones aren't fully developed yet? Isn't that anti-body positivity? Seriously, I'm glad I wasn't allowed to get a tattoo at 15. I can't imagine the dumb crap I was saved from by being too young. Be happy with who you are. Yet she tells me this. She told me, because I figured it would irritate the NBC Twitter, who knows what they'll flip-flop on next in regards to the Texas shooting. You said you did not care about the dead kids because you hate kids. Why do you care if they can protect themselves or not? Because right here, as you can see, she's responding to Joe Biden saying maybe children should be allowed to protect themselves and they could be armed and trained so people will hopefully be less likely to be shooting at defenseless people. But she said the whole children thing to piss off NPC Twitter. Just disgusting. And then she says, she responded to a pew-pew tweet. A reason gun control is in the media was because of the dead kitties. People have been fighting at me since I started in the first place. Bullshit. And then when I said, even if you were responding to a gun tweet, which I doubt, even if you were responding to a gun tweet, which I read that thread multiple times, what you said was way out of line and disrespectful to the family members who lost their loved ones. You should be ashamed, but knowing you are not. Ignore people. Don't say disgusting shit. And she said, I'm so tired of caring about people being angry over everything.